That's really burning. It's kind of like your worst nightmare. That's actually really, really cool. One of my most favorite gadgets of recent times, actually. Hello, it's Barry here, hope you're well. Today we're testing some more kitchen gadgets, part of an epic kitchen gadget testing playlist here on the channel. And also, before commenting down below, please consider that some of these can be useful and help people with certain disadvantages in the kitchen. Right, first up, okay, this one by Lakeland is the garlic rocker chopper. I do like a garlic rocker, as you well know. I've got my own one with my name on it. Yeah, these are in my veggie prep kits that I'm actually currently upgrading right now, so some more info on that soon. So let's get this out of its packaging and we'll give it a wash as normal. Ooh! So it's this, which is plastic, not silicone, which will rock it and all the garlic bits will go in there, which is kind of like your worst nightmare. But then we take this bit off and we can brush it out. I love that. Looks like some sort of Pac-Man thing. You can brush out the garlic bits. So, let's see if it works. So obviously this isn't a tool to help get the garlic out of the cloves, you know, removing this. There's hacks for that. That worked a charm. Look at that. That will peel garlic. We're gonna use that rocking motion to just, oh crikey, this is quite tough. Ooh, I don't know if I like this. It's certainly going up there, and it blooming stinks, to be fair. I don't know, it feels really awkward. I really wanted this to work well. And as I say, you compare that to that rocking motion of this, that seesaw where you've got like that leverage on both sides to work. Like this feels, I don't know, like an actual chore. I'm a big believer that like kitchen gadgets should be like at least 62% fun, you know? Otherwise, what's the point? You might as well, look, if you just scrape this out. Ugh. Oh, that's good. That gets that out. I was really worried, thinking it was all going to get stuck in there. That, to be fair to it, that works really well, that part of it. I mean, I don't hate this. It's definitely done it, but it's messy. It's really, really messy, and it kind of smells more. I can't explain it, but it's all right. Right, next. This from one of my favorite brands. Remember, none of these videos are sponsored, but this is by Joseph, and I think it's ingenious. I think it's amazing. It can be used for multiple things. It's definitely based on something from one of the wish.com videos, but it looks better quality. For £18, this is the double dish, a serving bowl with a collecting base, which of course you could probably replicate with a soup bowl and a little plate, basically. But for something like eating olives or pistachios or edamame beans, do you like those? Oh, love them. This is basically it, right? So it's not really a kitchen gadget, it's more of like a bin. So you put your pistachios in here. So obviously, if you were just having them anyway, you could open them up and leave the shell in there, which over time, if it's just you, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If you want to live with that, you can, but you would take your shell and stick it down that chute and then obviously keep going straight down there. That is the most simplest thing. This is removable, and then you've got all your waste there that you can pour into your bin, aka my hand. A really, really quick example there, but I don't think I need to show any more of it. It's like a little water slide for the shells. And that was probably the most PG-friendly way I could have explained that. Nice and simple, and it works. Bingo. I think this one could be pretty useful. This, by Jouy, I don't know what it is. Whenever I've done things by Jouy, they always seem to be like spherical and like colory, plasticky thing. I think they like baubles. They obviously have a good Christmas. This is called the salad dressing to go. I don't know if this is the actual name. Vinaigrette sur le pouce. Just the right amount of dressing. Une quantité parfaite de vinaigrette. So this teat thing, which is what I'm going to kind of call it, it dispenses like an amount of salad dressing, just enough for on the go apparently. That's what they're saying. Leak-proof top, great for lunches, picnics and more. Okay, so here's a scenario. I've just come to work and I've got my lovely Tupperware full of salad. Sorry, the salad today is basically leaves. Oh, my salad, if only I had my dressing with me. So you would put this in your lunchbox, neatly tuck it in the corner. Let's just try and shake it up a teeny bit, you know, to try and basically do what most bags would do on a commute or something and not go too crazy. Even if it has exploded, it is going to dress the salad anyway. It's not going to go anywhere else. It just might make it a bit soggy, you know, especially in 3 hours time when you get to your lunch break. You're looking forward to, oh, look what I've got. And it's already completely plastered and gone to like, well, it's just wilted, hasn't it? So let's have a look. Oh, wow. Has this exploded? Oh my gosh, it hasn't. So we'll take this off. Let's fire it. Are we ready? Wow, that's actually really, really fun. That's amazing. Okay, yeah, I did put a bit too much on, but garden. That's actually really, really cool. One of my most favorite gadgets of recent times, actually, that. So simple. So for a gadget in a minute, which I think was based on a potential meme, I have got some water on to boil and I'm gonna cook some potatoes. But anyhow, citrus. I think I got this one solely because it reminded me a little bit of the Mr. Fusion on the back of the DeLorean in Back to the Future. I am literally clutching at lemon and lime straws there because it doesn't at all. It's just basically a big yellow bucket. But this, maybe if you're in a bar, if you're a bartender, whatever, or you just use a lot of lemons and limes, make some lemon and lime water regularly, or just like wedging things, if you're a wedger, which could be my favorite phrase, wedger, my favorite phrase right now, if you're interested, is pronking. Right, I rang my accountant the other day. I said, "Are you all right, Al?" He's like, yeah, sorry, I've got to leave the office. My wife, she has a llama business. She's like, the llama's pronking. What the heck does that mean? Well, so what's in this box? Box with no name? Does it have a name? What is this thing? We're just gonna call it the Bucket Citrus Wedger. Look at it, it's got the warning label on it. It does look like something nuclear. It's not, it's just a lemon and lime wedge cutter. For a lime, you place it horizontally in the base. For the lemon, you slice off the top and the bottom of the fruit and place it vertically. Okay, press down sharply until you hear a click. A click! Ensuring the fruit is fully cut. Warning, the wedger contains sharp... It's not a wedger, it's a pronker. Contains sharp blades. Never put fingers into the cylinder. And just to show you, there are some extremely nasty blades in there. You do not want to be putting your hand in there. It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, scared my dreams, that did. That and the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, genuinely, has scarred me for life. It's like TNT from a cartoon. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, I had to put loads of effort into that. That's going to be really tricky for some people. Obviously not for me. But that was really tough. Okay, I can smell the citrus. And there's a wedge. There's wedges there. Look, it's worked, but... that has actually worked rather stonking indeed. Really sharp. It just seems insanely unnecessarily dangerous. Do you know what I mean? And that wasn't the appeal for me. I'm being completely honest. The appeal was that it had a big, looked like a nuclear warning on it and reminded me of Back to the Future, genuinely. I think this might go for it easier, you know, because you've got like a more flush finish for it to bite into the blade. Press down sharply until you hear a click. Oh, and then it does say, to be fair, remove the clear lid, lift off the blade section and tap out the segments. Because the segments are stuck there. It really likes clinging on to that little bottom bit there. Well, I think that's rather stonking indeed, isn't it? I mean, I'm not going to try it on an orange. I've got an orange. Oh, that is actually awesome. I've never done that before. You buy a drink and you sometimes get a lemon or a lime wedge, but look, I think orange wedges are underrated. Let's bring them back with the help of the pronker. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. You've already made it this far through the video, so hopefully you're enjoying it. I'd love to try and hit 1 million subscribers soon. All right, here's another one from Joseph, which I think might be based on this meme. Have you seen this before? I always find it hilarious because it's so true, and I don't think it should just be for a masher. I think it should be for anything. Oh, there we go. Damn it. No. Masher. Ah. If only I had a Delta ergonomic folding masher. It is quite nice because it can sit in neatly like this. Look at that. Oh, it's even gone upright. Look, sorry, I'll do it more neatly. And look, that is actually pretty good. But does it mash? That's pretty much the test. This thing, look, it's not really... But we have the locking collar, okay? That pushes on there, and that ain't moving. We've then got a masher, which I'm going to wash. Just drained off my potatoes, and I think I have never shown these. I can't find it myself. Someone said, Barry, this trivet that you always use. This is a trivet from Joseph as well. That's the third one. People always say, use them in your videos. What are they? This is who makes them. So I'll probably stick them on this thumbnail too, so people can kind of go, oh, that's what it is. So yes, that's a flexible trivet. We've got a few different ones. So there we go, an extra bonus gadget for our drained out potatoes. This obviously is my standard masher. I think this is from Oxo, actually, another good company that I like. really, really strong and rigid, so you can really get in there. Whereas this, I know we've got that locking chamber in there, which does feel quite sturdy. Actually, that does feel really sturdy, to be fair. How well is it going to do? Well, let's find out. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. It's a little tough. It's almost like the holes, like that, because they're smaller, you've really got to force that potato through. Do I like that? I think as a storage thing to help with the meme. 100%, and it did mash the potato, but something about that just felt really sturdy that you could really push through with it. Yeah, so it's good. I like it, but I think I might stick to my big drawers. Last one. This might be pointless, but it should taste good. Because this, folks, is the grilled cheese pan. Have I ever thought I would need a pan, specific dimensions to make a grilled cheese? Apparently I'd need one of these because it has superior heat retention and even cooking. Sturdy handle, not really, with a hole for hanging when not in use. There's the hole. Small size allows for easy flipping of sandwiches and omelettes. You can do an omelette. I'm not doing a square omelette. Is it just me, or is that like really out of proportion? Like massive. And that is not going to take long. Basically because I feel like the metal that it's made from is not the best quality. It's just like, it's cardboard. Oh, it smells like it's burning. Oh my gosh. I normally like to put a lid on sometimes if I'm doing it on a big frying pan to kind of sort of keep the heat in like an oven to melt the cheese in the middle quicker. Because it does not look like it's doing much at the moment. That's really burning. I do not like that. That's literally been like 60 seconds later. Ooh. Slightly charred, but just about passable. Okay, you can see a little bit of gooey cheese there. All right, I do not feel safe keeping that any longer on there, but it looks all right. It just looks a bit like a toy, doesn't it? Whoa, nice crunch. Yeah, that is hot. That's good, that's good. That's lovely. Well, there we go. I will do a bonus thing of trying to make an omelette for Patreon who get the longer form version. Good luck to the lucky patron that gets one of these. I think my favourite today was gonna be this, but I do think the simplicity of the bowl is rather stonking indeed. If you've seen any cool gadgets, do let me know. All right, so what do you think this is? And is this gonna float? You better work. That's brilliant. Hello, it's Barry here, hope you're well. These are a load of kitchen gadgets from a website called Shine. S-H-E-I-N, is it Shein? I'm not sure, isn't that French for dog? Basically one of those online mass retailers, generally from Asia. They're actually super budget, a little bit like Wish and Temu and many others, which I've done a couple of videos on as well. If you fancy checking those out, part of a massive playlist, remember this video is. And before commenting down below, please consider that some of these, although very unlikely, could help people with certain disadvantages in the kitchen. Right, first up is this. Now, what do you think these are? Right, these are egg wins, I believe. A couple of years ago, there was this thing, Barry, you've got to get hold of egg wins. Now, this is plastic, it's not silicone, and I think they might have taken the mold of actual egg wins because it's a way of mass boiling eggs in, wow, that is extremely sharp and painful. You basically can boil multiple eggs while they're being cuddled by a penguin, which I suppose makes it look like a penguin. There's only one way to find out. So that's basically an image of what it should roughly look like. Sorry, it's not the most perfectly focused one, but £2.90. So for comparison, here they are on the website there. This is a random website I found, £18. That is a crazy saving. Of course, like I said, the mold on this, that does not feel, that's quite sharp. I could probably cut myself on that if I'm not too careful. But it basically does the same job, mass boiling an egg in one. So just slot in there. If it cracks, that'd be hilarious. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's actually cuddling the egg. Well, you gotta admit, now they do look a lot more penguin-y, don't they? They look like some sort of crazy army. Okay, so for reference, I did wash this just off camera a moment ago. I'm wondering, is this gonna float? That is really bizarre. Part of me hopes that it kind of floats a little bit. I'm worried that if that is genuinely like a plastic, that they could melt and we might end up with like melted penguin egg feet. Sounds like a dance move. But anyhow, whilst they're cooking away, we do need eggs just to test another gadget later. Let's move on to chicken. Oh my gosh. All right, so what do you think this is? We have got quite a small metal dish, okay, with some holes in it. looks like an ashtray, doesn't it? And these metal prongs. Well, folks, this thing, okay, the ashtray and the awkward looking hooks is apparently a chicken roaster, and it can support chickens being roasted up to 4 pounds in weight. Now for me, pounds, I just think of money, but apparently it's around about 1.8 kilos. My chicken is 1.6 so we're pushing it quite close. So this should be able to take quite a lot. I mean, it just looks so flimsy. What you have to do is you actually put these wires in opposite like this. Oh my gosh, that looks so flimsy. Okay, and then you put the other one over the top, and again, lock that in. Oh, actually, do you know what? With it bitting together like that, that's not too bad. It's quite rigid, I suppose. I'm gonna give that a wash, and we'll put the chicken on it. I'm still gonna maybe, I mean, you do it with a beer can, right? I'll wash this, and the next thing you'll see is the chicken going on it. Nice. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Okay, that sat on there quite well. I'm gonna put it on a tray anyway, because if it falls over in the oven, that is gonna be like catastrophic. But if anything, that's just to give it like a slightly more stable base. There it is. It cost me £2.90, but it's now gone up by 10p to £3. There we go. Just trying to see what the alternative would be. There's one here, literally that, which is probably not even the same thing. Oh my gosh, that is 18 quid. Not even the same, you don't even get a tray with that one. You better work. Alrighty. See, that's quite stable, isn't it? That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna cook that for 90 minutes, but maybe halfway through we'll rotate it just for curiosity and just seeing if that tray has filled. It might not, you never know. So this water has just come to a boil, and this is just the way I like to hard boil eggs. It goes against like nearly every friend of mine likes to like boil the water, then drop the eggs in. I like to kind of raise the temperature up with the eggs to not shock them. Shock! And I can confirm we've not got any melty penguin feet. We've got some angry penguins in there. And all I'm gonna do is leave them in there, covered, for about 15 minutes, and that should just hard boil them. It's just different to using the Elvis egg timer, I know. For this next one, we're going somewhere else to look at this. All right, I've no idea what this is gonna look like because the lights are still a little bit bodged, but this is nearly ready. This is my studio. Right, Boston? Where are you, mate? You right down there? Good. So here we go, check this one out. Oh, hello. It's a little bit bodged in here still, but you know what? I just thought I want to just do a scene out here with you guys. So this thing, what do you think that is? What could that be? It's very flimsy, but that is basically a blade here, and if you can see anyway, I have got some sweet corn. Now, as I use the internet out here, which is actually faster than the one in my house, don't tell the girls, all right? For £1.35, a stainless steel corn peeler stripper for £1.35. I mean, I'm not even gonna look for an alternative. See that image there? That gives you an idea of what it's supposed to do. So I've got some sweet corn here, along with a very confused pug. He's like, where the heck am I? Effectively, we're gonna shave sweet corn. So here we go. I think, yeah, it's got the curvature here to get around like the husk. Here we go. Oh, look, it's taking a row with it. Is that gonna fall out? Oh, that's amazing. Did you see that? Look how smooth that is. That is incredible, very sharp. I really wish I had my anti-cut glove in here, or my uncle cut glove. That gets right under it, and if I'm careful, that is an amazing prank to play on someone. You can be like, oh, could you pass the sweet corn? And then be like, I'm here. It just slides off. That's amazing. Look at that. I'm so sorry about the light in here. There's all different temperatures and stuff going on. Oh my gosh. But it is really getting right down. That's incredible. Right. Thought I'd do a little cameo out here. It's nearly there. Of course, I'm still using my normal kitchen, but I'm not coming out here until I'm absolutely happy with the lights. But I just wanted to show you. I've just walked into an absolute waft of chicken. So I know that was a bit bodged, but so many of you are asking about it, and I just wanted to just show you where we're at with it. In the very short term, I'll be focusing on doing live streams and short form content out there. And of course, I'll still be filming in here, but I don't want to really do videos out there until I know that it's looking the way I want it to. And as you can see, it's not quite there, but very nearly. So, these should be done. And that is some very hot, angry water. Let's just put that up there so you can see it a bit better. Will it go in? Oh, they're nearly there. I need to top it up. Look at that. I love how water makes everything look massive. This could so easily be turned into bat eggs. Like, if you own the license into Batman, you need to do that. Oh, that's come off really nicely. In fact, I'm just going to rip into it. Oh, there we go. A nice boiled egg. I'm going to save that, but we are going to need another one for this gadget. Because yes, this, folks, is actually in a box as well. How cool is that? It's amazing to come in a box and not just clear packaging. Is a luncheon meat slicer. Now, the only time I've seen something like this before is normally for a boiled egg, which of course we'll try it for, but of course this is luncheon meat. This is very on brand, and in fact there's a video coming up after this one where you might see Spam again in a very different setting. But yes, this is it's literally the same either side, but there's this image down there of this massive wedge of luncheon meat getting trimmed. So let's see if this works. It looks like a massive mouse trap. Look at that. And we know that these wires are delicate. They can just about cut some things, maybe some softened butter as well, but I feel like we need to stay true to luncheon meat and eggs. Let's do the egg first, actually. One thing to say, Boston loves the studio. Look, he's actually pining for it right now. He's just like looking at it going, oh, new smells. Oh my gosh, I've seen way too much of this stuff recently. So we'll take an egg. In fact, we might be able to do a couple at once. Let's try and do that, why not? Here we go. Ooh, right through there. Oh wow. Okay, so now this is where I'm really intrigued to see if this works. Oh, that's so slimy. Because it is quite tough, Spam, isn't it? It's quite resilient. I've never thought to do this, and I never want to do it again, but here we go. Okay, we're there. We're through the main bit, and I'm pushing quite firmly. Come on. I don't think I'll ever have cut Spam so neatly in my life. Look at this. It's like having your own Spam luncheon meaty credit card thing. Nice. Well, it worked. So that thing is actually gone up to £3.26 now, was £3.15 for me, which to be fair, even for a jumbo egg slicer is pretty good value. They have ones like this on Wish and Temu as well. There were many others in the same sort of £5 category, so I think this isn't an absolute steal. It's just quite niche. If you're into Spam that much, maybe you like things cut nice and evenly and stuff. Not bad. It did the job.
Oh, Stu, you're in my video. What are you doing?
You all right, mate? How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, is this the bit where we talk about potentially bringing back Martians?
That's it. Yeah. Go for it.
Right. Oh, cool. Well, if you didn't know, folks, sorry to disturb one of my videos, but Stuart's got a film called Turn Back that he's currently smashing out the park, crowdfund. They're doing a stretch goal to bring back Martians. And if you guys like that, you might want to go check it out right now. You've got about a week or maybe under a week as you see this to back it. So maybe, is this good, Stu? Did I do that?
You did it very well, Barry. I'm going
cool.
now. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, the camera followed me.
It did. That's amazing. How does your camera do that?
All right, we've got a few other quick fire ones, but before we do, the chicken, it's over halfway. Oh! And there's a little bit of splattering on the mat, but a lot of that fat is in the ashtray. All right, there we go. All of these juices in here, so you can actually start to baste the chicken again with those juices a couple of times as it cooks. Right, for the bargain of 67p, a couple of quick fire ones now. This one, what do you think this could be? Can you see in there? This looks like a bit of plastic. Well, that's because it is. Look, what do you think that is for? Okay. Oh, it's quite rigid actually. Chopstick holders. Okay, so these are chopstick assistants. Are they thick at one end? No, they're not. They're just gonna like go thin all the way up to the top, I guess. Oh yeah, okay. It bites it nicely. I know how some people struggle with chopsticks. That is amazing. Look. You can get chopsticks that have joined together at the top or have a little spring like that. But just imagine, if you don't want to feel too embarrassed in the restaurant, you could just quickly stick those on and then go, yeah, there we go, I'm pretty good at this. 67p. All right, this one, Ricolta Plastica. I think it's things to carry things, okay? Oh, this looks like the thing that I got from the halogen oven. Yeah, here's my halogen oven. Look, that's exactly the same thing. This is for carrying hot things. So that image basically it summarizes exactly what it is. It's carrying some sort of plate, and the other thing just seems to be like clamping your breakfast bowl. It's even got like a locking mechanism with a little spring. Okay, so let's just test a couple of things with this. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, it can't fall out either. That's clever. It's just wide enough. If it wasn't, then you probably won't need one of these, but I'm just checking. Oh no, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yep, don't do that. My bowl. Ooh, that's good. Do you know what? That could actually come in handy for some people. Once you get it, it's very little I mean, it's going to wobble, of course, but as long as it's wide enough there, there's not much movement. Plus, this has got no food in it. What about a big plate? Oh! Oh my gosh. I actually might use this. Whereas this is just more like, almost like scissors. You could just clamp anything. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know why I would need this, but until I've had it, it's actually, it can take a fair bit of weight as well. Okay, so I was just looking at alternatives, and generally loads of people sell them, sometimes with like these like non-slip gloves. But there is one website that sells that exact set. You see it there? Turquoise colour though. £19.99. Absolute madness, but that is, I think my mum had one of these with her oven years ago. It looks like something that you use to take out like the grill attachment or one of the racks. And it just looks awful, doesn't it? That's the only thing. But that's incredible. That really has impressed me. Look at that thing. This looks amazing, doesn't it? That is a honey dispenser. When I was over in America recently, I actually saw honey and maple syrup in the same bottle fused together 50-50, and I'm gutted I didn't get it. I'm going to order some. This isn't just a honey dispenser, it's a honey juice dispenser for £2.60. I love that. Even a child can cope. What a great excuse for something. No drip design. I have never needed a honey dispenser in my life. But if it's £2, looks a bit like a hand grenade actually. Oh, very plasticky. All right, right. I need to, that feels terrible. Right, let's watch this a minute. I'll be back. Okay, that will do. Come on. Oh, the bung is doing its job. Can you see? That is saving a massive mess right now. So this thing goes in. So that is locked in there like we showed before. And I just want to see if that's going to move. Yes, it is. But our bung under there, our plug, is stopping it. Right, here we go. I've got to take my plug out. And will any residue come out? No. Is it trying to escape? Oh, look, it is. I'm not even doing anything. And there is some coming through. I'll just come up a touch so you can see when I do the lever, okay? Ready? There it is. Oh my gosh, that is flowing out lovely. Alrighty, and then plug it, and then it stops there, so I need to push it down and in there, and hopefully, look at that. Doesn't David Beckham have his own honey? I don't think it's needed, but as a dispenser for other things. But it's then where do you put it? I mean, you just go like that, you plug it, and then you've got it there, and you just leave it in its holster thing like that. But that'll do. I mean, it's a thing, isn't it? And again, it's worked. That is the key message here. It's all working. That has cooked that fantastically. I mean, there's a little bit of splattering around the tray, but it's nothing too bad. I'm not going to show eating it. I know it's done. We can have it for dinner for the next few nights. But what a really cool thing we can do is wrap it in foil like that, because it's really good to let your meat rest, like we've done with a roast dinner playlist here on the channel. If you've not seen that, I've did a whole roast dinner playlist. So it can rest and collect in that tray right there and leave us with some incredible chicken. What an absolute bargain that was. I thought this is just gonna be a wonky chicken ashtray. And yes, you can just use a beer can or a Sprite can or whatever, but that works. Right, last one. Last up is something that I have actually done a review of before in a very more expensive version, which it should be. Oh my gosh, why does it look like that? Well, it's not advertised as a cherry pitter, but there are some more expensive version of these that run into like the £20, which look similar-ish, but just have like sort of non-slip grips. But that's exactly what this thing is. Very barbaric looking. It's a cherry, date, or olive pitter, although it's only advertised as a date pitter. Yeah, so this one was actually £4, so a little bit more, but still probably about a quarter of what it would be if you buy it elsewhere. Let's try a date first. Oh, listen. Oh, that's horrible. Listen to this horrible noise. Okay, here we go. Let's push this through. The date is in there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that came out perfect. That is brilliant. Look at that. I'm going to do one more. That just went in there. Absolutely no fuss. Straight through. Oh, wow. It's almost like effortless. It looks barbaric and horrible. Yes, it could do with some non-slip grips or a little press down thing there that just feels a little bit nicer than touching something that feels like metallic toenails, right? But you're left with a wholesome, stoneless date. Cherry in there. Ooh, well, I don't even believe there's a stone in that one now. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now maybe I see why it's manufactured just for dates. Olives, okay. Let's just break the... Oh, no. Oh, there's something there. And that did not want to go. This is horrible. This is actually the worst thing actually out of everything, because now we're trying to make it be something it's not. Right. Okay, I know this comes across as a fail, but as I go back to the dates, let's just remind ourselves that simplicity of what that actually did. Oh my gosh. What a haul this has been. Do you know what? I don't know what my favourite one is. The chicken roaster, the little carrier thing, even the olive date pitter thing there, the spam slicer, the honey dispenser, even Edwin van der Sar football joke. What I can say is I love them all, so keep the gadget suggestions coming in, either links you found or specific websites like this. Of course, it is quality over the price that you're getting, really, but they all did the job.